Hey guys, Bigor here, Bigor Gaming. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Thanks for tuning in. This video is going to be about loadouts and how to set them up. So let's get right into it. A lot of people, when they set their loadouts, like when that's those boxes that drop in the game and get you your custom guns, they run up to them and they just stand there for like 10 seconds trying to decide what guns they want. Okay, when you play multiplayer, yeah, you can sit in the lobby and you can play with that and decide what you want all day long. But when you play Warzone, if you go and you stand on one of those crates trying to pick your weapons because you haven't already had it made up in your mind what you're going to use and what you want, you're just going to get picked off by the enemy team. I have gotten so many sniper kills with my rifle shooting people who are trying to decide what they want on one of those boxes. So get to the box. I usually recommend like running up to it, sliding, so that way you're kneeled behind it on the side that you think is least likely for enemies to shoot you, and that way you can use it for a little bit of cover if you have to and you're not as exposed, and grab your loadout. It should take you less than 3 seconds to grab that loadout. I don't know what it was, man. So when you run up to that box and you grab your loadout, the first thing you're going to be doing is worrying about what perks that you have on that loadout. So for your first set of perks, guys, you're going to have these three to choose from. You have Cold-Blooded, EOD, and Double Time. They're all pretty good. They all have their ups and downs. Personally, I run Cold-Blooded through all of my loadouts. I just think it's nice because anybody with like a thermal scope doesn't really, you blend into the background. And I like to snipe, so when I'm trying to counter snipe another sniper, any advantage I can get, I will take. And that is definitely an advantage if they're running a thermal scope and you have that you blend in the terrain better. Next would be EOD. You take less damage from explosives, so if you're more of like pushing and stuff, this is actually a good one because if you're trying to push a house or some stairs or something like that, you're definitely going to take some grenades and C4, and explosives do less damage to you. So that is a really good one too. Next, you have Double Time. Double Time's nice too because you run faster, it gives you a little run speed, a little sprint speed boost, which is good. Like I play, for example, with DK Cracks a lot, and on his first loadout, he runs Double Time because that way he can move around quicker in the early game, and then later game he'll use EOD because he knows by then everybody has C4 and explosives and stuff, and he'll take less damage. So he'll run EOD on his second one and Double Time on his first loadout. So that's a strategy too. I also know players like Ripnox who run EOD all the time because they hate getting C4'd. So that's a strategy as well. Totally up to you. But my preference is Cold-Blooded. All right, all the way across the board. So next, guys, we'll get into the second slot of perks. All right, guys, on your second slot for perks, I would recommend these two. I would go with Overkill on your first loadout early game, so you get your 2 guns, and I would go with Ghost on your second loadout, so that way you don't show up on UAVs or heartbeats. It's very important. Also, it's important you communicate to your team what you're doing, like what perks you're going with, Ghost or Overkill, so they know. So be a team player, communicate that. I'm going to explain a couple things real quick, just because this has come up a lot in recent games I've played with people. So if you die and you go to the gulag, when you come out of the gulag, you no longer have your Ghost perk. It erases your perks basically. So you're starting over from scratch after you die. So don't think if you go to the gulag and you had Ghost before you went in the gulag, don't think that you're coming back with Ghost. You're not coming back with Ghost. You're coming back with nothing. So keep that in mind when you're playing, that you're going to show up on all that stuff. So when you hear enemy UAV in the area, guess what? They see you. So if you have some teammates, you might want to coordinate that just in case they're all Ghosts and you're not. Something to keep in mind. All right. Next, your third slot worth of perks. All right, guys, and for your third set of perks, these are the 3 I recommend for Warzone. You have Spotter, Amped, and Tuned Up. I run Amped all the time on all my loadouts. That's just what I do. So I run Cold-Blooded on all my loadouts, and I run Amped on all of them. The only thing I ever change is the middle one. Just something to keep in mind. All right, let's get into the loadouts. Let's go. Alright guys, so we go to our loadouts, and in the top one should be your go-to guns, your very first weapons you're going to use, your choice of weapons, would you say, like your preferred guns. I have my HDR King Slayer all set up, and that is my preferred gun right there for my primary. For secondary, I have my MP5 with a little MVG scope. I'll show you guys a video of why I use that combo later. I know it's totally weird, and no other YouTube channel is going to tell you how or what to do with that, so stay tuned for that later on in a different video. And then for perks, I run Cold Blooded. Remember, I run that on all my loadouts, up to you whether you want to do that or not. I run Overkill because that's how I got 2 guns. That's important. So first one, you're always going to probably run Overkill to get your 2 guns. And then I run Amped, your choice as well. Should run whatever you want in that slot. So then next, let's say we got our first loadout box down. Go into our second loadout box. On our second loadout box, I label as 222 for the second one. You're going to go up to it. You're going to grab your gun and your RPG, and this has got your Ghost perk, which is going to override the Overkill. It's kind of like you're getting 4 perks for the price of 3. Good deal. So you just basically, you run up to it. You're going to pick up your, you're going to drop your MP5. You're going to pick it back up. Basically drop the RPG, pick up MP5. Good to go. You got your 2 guns and you got your Ghost. Now I think it's really important. I'm going to show you guys a clip here in a second. It is very important that you have, I think, set up a last chance or last stand loadout. Basically what this is you're going to put bullets as a perk fully loaded on your gun so you have extra ammunition. I would recommend on this, for example, on this one, I have fully loaded. I dropped my rear grip instead of stippled grip tape. I dropped that and I grabbed fully loaded. So the fully loaded will give me full SMG ammo. That way I come into a battle, I drop last minute, I have bullets. I'm going to show you guys a clip of why that comes in clutch with me and DK. We had a teammate in trios that actually drove around, completed the most wanted contract. We dropped in and there were loadouts on the ground, but the circle was getting real small, and it gave us a fighting chance to win the game. Unfortunately, we got second, got some blue balls at the end there, but it did give us a chance to get first. If we would have made some shots, we would have won. So here's the clip. Let's roll it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
Jump out and survive. You want to go for the loadout right there?
Yeah, I'm going. Shit.
Oh, they're at my lawn.
They're at what? At your loadout?
He's on the loadout.
I'm coming. Where is he? Oh, blue roof. He's down. He's in the gas. He's dead. He's gonna die. As you guys saw from the clip, we didn't end up winning the game, but we did give us a fighting chance with our ammo. Let's take 3 takeaways from the video here that are real important. Number 1, your perks. You want to go Overkill and then Ghost, and the Ghost will override your Overkill. So Ghost should always be your second box. And if you go back and you get Overkill again, you will override your Ghost. If you go to the Gulag and you die, you will no longer have Ghost. So that's the first takeaway. Second takeaway, have your loadouts in an order on your list that you can grab them quickly. It should take you less than 3 seconds to get your loadout, so that way you don't get picked off by someone while you're getting it. Third takeaway, have a last stand or last chance loadout so that you can have full ammo coming in if you need it. Alright guys, one bonus tip for loadouts I'm going to give you real quick. And recently someone saw me do this and they're like, oh my gosh, Bigor, that's so smart. How did you do that? And I was like, well, let me show you. Alright, so you go to this. I have one that has my HDR and a pistol, and on the pistol I have fully loaded, and same with the HDR, but I have Ghost because I have pistol. So we had a third loadout box drop, and I had, for some reason, I didn't have very much ammo, but I had both loadout boxes already. I had the first and second one, but I was low on bullets. I went up, picked up this, and I have fully loaded as a perk on my gun, so I had full SMG ammo and I had full sniper bullets. So that's pro tip for you there at the end. All the other stuff was just common sense. If you made it to this point, there's your bonus tip. So those are the loadouts that I think everybody should have in their arsenal. Good luck out there. Again, this is for Warzone, not multiplayer. And I'll see you guys in the games. If you have any questions, hit me up either in the comments or in Discord or on social media. And I'll see you guys in the game soon. Later.